Hello and welcome to Attention Central Texas. I'm your host for today, Charles Jenkins, and today we have an exciting show in store for you. We have Byron Morris Sr., A.K.A. Kemo, from the WOJM Plus Music Awareness Program. Hello and welcome to today's show.
Great, thank you, Charles.
Let's just get right into the questions. Byron, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm originally from Los Angeles, California, and the program is unique in its sense because it started a long time ago, back when I was like 7 years old, and I've been doing music all my life. My childhood was kind of unique growing up in South Central Los Angeles, you know, being around a lot of gang violence in the area that I was in. You know, it was a struggle to get through certain things. But I ultimately ended up in a program that was run by a gentleman named Nick Stewart. He was one of the original Amos and Andy characters.
Okay.
Actor, you know, did lots of movies, and he had opened a theater called the Ebony Showcase Theater. And through there, I was going through this program where they paid us to basically learn different things like acting, drama, music. And, you know, this program helped a lot of youth in my area get off the streets. So he personally mentored me for about 3-4 years while I was in that program.
Wow.
And when I, you know, got grown and older enough to make my own decisions, I decided that the best way to honor him is to take what he taught me and give back with that. And that's how we came to the Music Awareness Program. I started with a youth program here in this general area called the Upper Challenge Program.
Okay.
And I developed that program and then went on musically to do certain things and, you know, left Los Angeles area, came here, and one of the questions was, why'd you move here? You know, I felt like I wanted to go somewhere to be able to help youth, you know, achieve their dreams just like I had a chance, you know. I did all the things that some of them wanted to do, but one of the biggest problems with it was youth nowadays, they're not getting the actual development that they need. And this awareness program is going to give them that development that they need.
So what are some of the things you offer in this program to attract youth?
Right, well, we teach everything from life skills like interviews, how to prepare for interviews such as this, what we're doing right here, preparing them for that type of life in the music industry. Also, we teach them, you know, the recording business, what the executives look for, how to apply themselves, how to do the resumes, and everything that is required as far as what they need stage presence to become, you know, great entertainers.
What are some, give me an example of a success story you may have of some kid came back to you and said, you know what, I really appreciate what you did for me, Kemo.
Oh, that's easy. I have 2 young ladies. One of them is at Baylor, and another one is at the Air Force Academy. And, you know, they recently called me and they went through the program some years back, and they were a bit of some troubled young ladies, but they called me and, you know, asked for references from me from being in the program, and basically, you know, turned their lives around and told me that, you know, wow, thanks, you know, they never would have thought that they would be in the Air Force Academy or in Baylor, you know, on full ride scholarships.
Wow.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, it touched my heart, made me feel really good that, you know, at least I'm touching someone. You know, I can't touch everybody, and we can't touch everybody in this program, but we're making it available to everyone. So, you know, if we get through to one, and if that one goes through, it's a plus for us.
That's it. What, besides the other gentleman that you talked about, took you in as a mentor, who else inspired you to do this? Is there anyone else in particular?
There's a lot of people. I mean, a lot of musicians out there. One of my favorites is Prince, you know, and, you know, just knowing his background from when he started and what he had to go through, that led me to, you know, pursue my musical careers to the fullest, you know. But other than that, I think the biggest influence was Mr. Nick Stewart, you know, because I saw another side of things, you know, that there are people who are really in high places as actors, but they're also doing other things that a lot of people don't know about, and they're helping and they're giving back.
Now, I hear you say musical talents. What's your musical talent?
Well, I started off playing trumpet, flugelhorn, drums. I play piano,
Okay.
so I'm pretty good at what I do. I have music out there as we speak right now.
Okay.
And I locally own a business here in this area, which is Kemo Recordings.
Okay.
And it's artist development, and basically that's what I came here to do. I came here to find artists and develop them so they can get to the record companies.
Have any of your artists yet kind of moved on and went to a bigger record company, or?
Not yet. We have a couple who have gotten deals or contracts.
Okay.
But as far as them pursuing on, they haven't got that far yet.
And I know we touched on this in a roundabout way, but what is your mission?
The mission is to combine forces with WOJM +1, which is Miss Noriega. She's the director of that, to take everything that I have from my development side and everything that she has for being able to work with youth, put those two together, and the mission is to really help these youth achieve success.
Yes.
That's what we really want to do.
And I work in the system. I know you said you grew up in South Central LA, and I work in the foster care system, and I see how kids struggle. Now these kids don't have, the best of things,
Right.
and I know one of the things I learned growing up is, having the best of things don't make you happy.
That is true.
It's being thankful for what you have. What are some ways you're teaching these kids to give back?
Basically, we put them in community service through this program. And a couple of ways we do that is, one, we have them perform for nothing.
That's awesome.
And not just where they want to perform, but in places where they wouldn't expect to perform. Because what we want them to do is to realize that they have to go out into this community and contribute some kind of way. They have to feel some type of accomplishment. And that's what the program does. It puts them in that situation.
Yes. What's one of the biggest things you got back from going through the program yourself? I mean, going through with the gentleman you discussed in South Central LA. Right. What is one of the biggest community service projects, or the biggest feeling you got from doing it?
I will say the biggest thing that I got from it was the fact that we got to perform shows, we got to make shows, and then do those shows for underprivileged youth. People who are in the foster system. We would do these shows, we got to sell our own tickets, and they would bring, youth from all over that were in disadvantaged situations to watch us perform. And that was a great high for me, just being able to, look in their faces and see that, wow, they're looking at me, different.
I like what you say, and I like what it is you're doing, because from working in the system, I know when I say we, society take a lot of things for granted. Yes. Because these kids never been to a movie, never been to a concert. Do you ever get to interact with the kids? Like, let me clear that up. Do you ever get to do any interaction with the kids after you do a concert, or show them what it is you do?
Yes. We try to basically constantly and consistently interact with them. So, if we do shows, we try to bring them into our world.
Okay.
Make them a part of what we're doing. It doesn't matter where they come from, or what they're doing. Like, I'll give you an example. We had some of the artists do some things at the Teen Center right here a few months back. And there was a group of special needs kids there. Wow. And I mean, we did a lot of interacting after the show was over. We sat and we ate with them, we talked with them, we got to see some sides of them, and they got to tell us,
yes,
basically what they saw from us. So that's a good part of this, the best part of this.
The scripture reminds us, in order to receive a blessing, you have to be a blessing.
Yes.
And you're being a blessing.
Well,
we have about 2.5 minutes left on the show. What is something we didn't talk about that you just want people in this area to know, and what are some needs that you have, and tell us how to get in contact with you?
I think the most thing that I want them to know and understand is that, this program, the WOJM +1 music program, is here for them. we want them to come and embrace this program. You know, Miss Noriega has worked very hard at trying to, you know, bring something to the Central Texas area that all of these youth can respect.
Yes.
And, you know, me working with her, you know, I believe it or not, I get a lot of inspiration from her, you know, having the strength to just take her time and do all the things that she does to try to help these kids, you know. So that brought me back to my original when I started, you know, when I met her. So I thank her for that. But we really want them to come out and see what we're about, you know, because we have opportunities that can help them.
Yes.
You know, literally help them. And, you know, they can reach us at a toll-free number is 1-866-513-5577. That's my number, but they can also get us through the program, and they can also get us through our website, or my website is www.kemorecordings.com. And if they go to that, I will direct them to Miss Noriega, you know, and they can get enrolled in our program and find out when we're going to do, you know, startups and orientations and all that, which are coming soon in September.
Okay.
September 11th and September 14th to be exact. September 11th at the Killeen Community Center.
Okay. Kemo, I want to thank you for being on the show today. I've been enlightened by what you do, and I encourage you to continue doing what you do. And and I'll be praying for you, and I thank the Lord for what you do, and because the youth, they are our future, and you see that. And I want to thank you, our viewers, for tuning in to Attention Central Texas.